Of the University of Calgary, the UFC Dinos take on the University of California at Santa Barbara Gauchos, and what a match it was. It goes 5. Dinos win in dramatic fashion, 19-17. So the scene is set for tonight's championship game of the 10th annual Husky Dino Cup. The Husky Dino Cup is brought to you by Husky, proud sponsors of amateur sport, and by the University of Calgary Dinosaur Volleyball Club, by Mobile One Oil, by Cochrane Dodge Chrysler Jeep, and by Husky, the home of the quality products. Yes, we are back at the Jack tonight for the championship game between the Dinos and the Gauchos here on Calgary 7. Hi, everybody. My name is Mike Toth. Great to have you with us for another telecast of the Husky Dino Cup this year. And I'll tell you what, this is a tournament that gets better and better every year. I've got a stat fact that backs that up. Of all the matches in the round robin this week, only one failed to go the full complement of 5 games. Now, our mission statement here on Calgary 7 tonight is very simple. I'm going to bump it up to Grant Pollock. Grant is going to set it up for Kevin Boyles, and Kevin is going to drive the point home. So without further ado, let's bump it upstairs to Mr. Pollock. Grant, take it away.
Mike, Kevin Boyles played for the Dinos, and in this tournament some years ago played for Canada's national volleyball team in the Olympics back in 1992. This might be the year for the Dinos. They have not won it in 5 years, but you think this could be the year they can win the Dino Cup again?
Well, definitely, Grant. We were treated to a great match on Thursday night. These two teams are extremely well matched. They went almost 3 full hours before the Dinos beat the Gauchos on Thursday. They're ready to play tonight. I think the Dinos can do it.
All right, it's the Gauchos and the Dinos. We are all set for the 10th annual Husky Dino Cup. The crowd is here. We're ready to go for the first game. Stand by. It's coming up next live on Calgary 7.
Moving fast, cruising slow. When you're on the road, there's just one place to go. Husky, like a real good friend. People you count on time and again. No matter where the road may wind, we'll be there waiting down the line, giving you that peace of mind. Husky, here in Canada, it's Husky.
When Cochrane Dodge decided to make a TV commercial, they said, let's ask the expert why she thinks we're best. That's me. Because every time Dad test drives a car, him and me get a free ice cream at McKay's. Dad's driven Jeeps, Intrepids, Neons, Vans, pickups. He's crazy about cars.
Cochrane Dodge is just 15 minutes west of Calgary. Put us on your list for a new or used car. Treat the family to McKay's on us.
Sure hope Chrysler keeps making cars and they keep selling them in Cochrane.
Grab your suitcase and get ready to hit the road with the Huggies Diapers $1 Million Giveaway. Because when you buy specially marked packages of Huggies Ultra Trim, you could win one of 5 grand prize trips to Universal Studios Florida in Orlando, one of 10 video cameras, or coupons for free Huggies. You can't lose with Ultra Trim's improved leak lock system. And with all the fun packed into this game, Huggies will make everyone feel like a winner.
There's 2 times the fun at the Fisher-Price Dream Dollhouse. Adorable twin babies with a big sister, mom, and dad to play with. Plus a very special way to get everyone tucked in at night.
Ever notice kids love doing grown-up stuff? We did. That's why we made the new Fisher-Price All-in-One Workshop. With so many tools and stuff to do their jobs, kids won't be quite so helpful with yours.
We asked Eddie, how much like cloth is Scott Ultra?
Not bad. For paper towel, it's pretty good. Wow, same towel. Yep, it's like cloth. Maybe we should take some of this stuff home.
Scott Ultra, now available in choose a size.
The difference between a banana and a cheese string is that you can only peel a banana one way, while a cheese string is different every time you peel it. Black Diamond cheese strings, 100% mozzarella, 100% stringable, 100% fun. Available in mozzarella and other great flavors. It's the stringable cheese with appeal.
Welcome back to the Jack Simpson Gym at the University of Calgary. Finals of the Husky Dino Cup. The Dinos, the University of California, Santa Barbara Gauchos, the starting lineup for the Gauchos. And watch number 9, Donnie Harris.
Well, Donnie was the number 4 ranked attacker in the USA last year. He's going to be a big part of their attack tonight.
Their coach is Ken Preston. Starting lineup for the University of Calgary Dinosaurs, 3 All-Stars from last year's Husky Dino Cup. Herbert, Ken, and Andriotti.
Now, those 3 players should be a big key to the Dino attack tonight. Look for them to lead the UFC.
Greg Ryan's back for his 12th season as head coach of the Dinosaurs. And the referee for this match, Scott McLean, one of the best referees in Canada. The umpire is Dean Chow. Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the first serve. Adam Renfrey from Santa Barbara Gauchos serving. Best of 5. We are all set. Let's hope it's like it was on Thursday night. These 2 teams go to 5 games.
Well, there's the kind of start you like to see the Dinos have. The quick attack has been struggling a little bit this weekend, but that set to Adrian Roots, no problem at all.
Adrian Roots was very good last year in the finals. Steve Can now serving for the Dinosaurs. Oh, it's out as Herbert was going up against Donnie Harris. It's a lot to ask of him, but Donnie Harris was big on that side by the net.
Yeah, I think Herbert was expecting that pass to be a little further off the net. When it was tight, he couldn't set any of his hitters and had to try and throw it in the back corner. Missed by just a bit.
Side out Gauchos. Good play by the Dinosaurs.
Jeremy Herbert with a huge stuff block to start out this match. I did like to see number 9, Mark Ellingson, a little tentative with his attack, but there's Herbert just throwing that ball down.
Side out Dinosaurs, still scoreless.
Ellingson, the rookie who's serving right now, needs to be aggressive tonight if the Dinos are going to be successful.
Side out Gauchos. Ellingson's a good server. We've seen that in this tournament so far.
Yeah, he's really stepped up his play. As a first-year player, we didn't really know what to expect from him this season, but he stepped it up and has pounded serves against the other teams earlier in the tournament.
Bob Hefty serving. Good block at the net by big Donnie Harris, 6'7".
Donnie's a big man. I don't think the UFC is going to want to run their offense in Donnie's direction all night long. Look for the Dinos to start running things to the right side now that they've seen that Donnie's ready to play.
Hefty still serving. It was a nice setup by Donnie Harris, and it was the big guy, Robert Trahey, 6'5", fourth-year senior. He got the kill.
Yeah, a good quick attack here. The Dinos were expecting the setter to go high. Trahey was there to pound the ball down.
The ball was out.
I think it caught the line, Grant.
Did it catch the line?
We got an ace serve for number 11, Bob Hefty.
You are right, 3-0. Gauchos leading the Dinosaurs. Hefty still serving. That was in. Was it in?
That was out.
Again, glasses.
I think the Dinos have come out just a little on the tentative side here. I don't know if the pressure of the match is weighing on their nerves or if they just weren't quite ready to play. All 3 attacks we've seen so far have been real tentative shots trying to be perfect. Dinos have got to just swing away.
Donnie Harris, his kill hit the net.
I think the Dinos are a little bit lucky to get out of that rotation. Harris finally making an error, but the UFC's got to pick up their offense if we're going to have any success tonight.
So that was more Donnie Harris making the mistake, not the block, and it's side out for the Dinos. Adrian Woot serving. Good block at the net by the Dinosaurs.
Number 11, Neil Thember. They call him the Needle, 6'8". He's the tallest guy on the UFC team. I hope he has a big night tonight. That'll sure help the Dinos out.
Woot still serving. It's 4-1. Good block, and then by Thember. Oh,
just
that was out.
Yeah, definitely out that time. You got that one. Neil was in the right spot. Just needs to press a little bit harder to finish that block and put the ball down in the court.
Side out Gauchos. Nice play there. Goes right to Donnie Harris. Who was that? Was that Ellingson?
Andriotti.
Andriotti. Curtis Andriotti, the all-star in this tournament last year. And it's side out for the Dinos. Jeremy Herbert, an all-star at this tournament last year, serving. Nice setup. Just didn't work, did it?
Yeah, number 7, Jeremy Darmer there was on time, in the right position, just hit the ball out of bounds.
4-2. University of California, Santa Barbara. Last year finished number 2 in their conference to UCLA, the eventual national champs in the U.S.
There's number 11, Bob Hefty, trying to hit out of the back row. Same kind of thing that happened to Darner. He just hit the ball out of bounds, was in the right position. The timing of the play was good. The attack was wide.
It's 4-3. Dinos down by 1. Herbert serving. Oh! Is that a good block at the net by the Gauchos? Donnie Harris was there at the net.
Yeah, definitely. It was a really nice dig by Jeremy Herbert here. But ball's real tight, and both of those Dino attackers really had nowhere to go with it.
Nothing like that net cam. The camera is right on the net. You get a great close-up view of what's going on. And as you said, action by the net's crucial. That's where it's won or lost in men's volleyball.
Oh, definitely. The men play a power game.
The ball is out. Trahey's shot is long. And it's a side out for the Dinos. Curtis Andriotti now serving for the Dinos.
Steve Can with a huge stuff block. Need to see more of that tonight. UofC will win that net battle. Here we see it on the net cam. Good penetration over the net. You can see Steve's hands reaching right into the other side of the court.
Number 2 for the Gauchos, Renfrey. He is doing a lot of setups, but we see that a lot. He's setting up by the net across the other side. We've seen it to Trahey before. Will that be a common theme we'll see what the Gauchos do?
Well, Renfrey's their playmaker, so he's going to touch every second ball. And with only 2 hitters in the front row here, chances are he's going to do the long one out to power. So we'll be seeing a fair bit of that set when he's in the front row.
Dinosaurs have now taken the lead 5-4. Look at Mark Ellingson. I've been impressed with his emotion in the matches that I've seen in this tournament. He's a rookie. Do you agree? He's an emotional guy.
Oh, absolutely. That's the kind of player Ellingson is.
If you hear that cue off the bench, you should be repeating it too.
When Cochrane Dodge decided to make a TV commercial, they said, let's ask the expert why she thinks we're best. That's me. Because every time Dad test drives a car, him and me get a free ice cream at McKay's. Dad's driven Jeeps, Intrepids, Neons, Vans, pickups. He's crazy about cars.
Cochrane Dodge is just 15 minutes west of Calgary. Put us on your list for a new or used car. Treat the family to McKay's on us.
Sure hope Chrysler keeps making cars, and they keep selling them in Cochrane.
So, once again, ingenious mother pulls brilliant meal out of hat to save starving family, who go wild with gratitude and appreciation, who promise to clean their rooms if only they can have this every night. Okay, so maybe I'm stretching it. At least we share the same impeccable taste. Besides, how much praise can one person take? I'm still blushing. Really?
Lipton pasta and sauce. You know who it's really for.
Are they ever gonna come up for air?
Okay, all right, I got you. So you want to target?
Dinosaur coach Greg Ryan has seen his team come back. They now lead 5-4. Curtis Andriotti serving. Good block at the net by Trahey. Boy, he's been a force at the net so far for the Gauchos. Side out Gauchos.
Now they list Trahey at 6'5". I think he's a pretty big 6'5".
Yeah, he is. Hey, before we go any further, we must explain what a gaucho is, because I'm sure people at home are saying, we know what a dinosaur is and a dino, but what the heck's a gaucho? So while the action's going on, have you done your homework? Do you know what a gaucho is, Kevin?
Well, actually, I did have the chance to talk to UCSB assistant coach John Roberts, and he let me know that the Gaucho name describes a free-spirited, carefree gunman that were highly feared, prone to drunkenness, and roamed the western states in the early days.
Unbelievable nickname for a university volleyball team, Gauchos, but now you know. Maybe we'll refer to that later on. Oh, good dig by Trehi again. Oh, a nice block at the net by Woots, Adrian Woots.
Woots is just dominating the net so far. This is about as aggressive as I've seen him play in the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's really fired up for this match. Let's have a look on the net cam. One stuff block there, and then right back again to throw it down.
Steve Can was right beside him too. Steve Can now serving for the Dinosaurs, 5th-year player. This is his final year at the Dino Cup. He's never won the Dino Cup.
And there's Woots with a putback. That ball was passed over the net by the Gauchos, and Woots was right there to hammer it down.
So after a slow start, the Dinosaurs have really come on. They lead 6-4. A timeout has been called. The Gauchos were telling me that the...
This is where you really
let's listen to Greg Ryan.
That dig that you made wasn't that bad. It wasn't great. Then we made a pretty good set. I know it was suicide, but you can't try and stuff it down their throat. You got to dish it somewhere, or you got to wipe it high. At least give us a chance to play. All right, so poise in everything. Play aggressively, but poise. Okay? Focus on game plan, middle hit will work. Okay, what have we got coming against us?
Okay, you got 9, 11, and 8. Last time out, they ran a D to 19, but watch the X from 9. Okay?
Okay, so we're looking.
I'm all over 9.
Okay, all right, you got it.
Okay, come on. Come on, fellas.
Our game, our match. 1, 2, go.
Kevin Boyles, what did you hear Greg Ryan, the boys, talked about
well,
there?
For the most part, Greg was just trying to settle the boys down. He knows they had a shaky start there. So he was
hoping,
everything. Yeah, poise and everything, trying to get them to stay on line here. Now, Rob Lindbergh stepped in at the end of the timeout, and all that lingo he was throwing out, the X, the power ball, he was describing the offense that he expects the Gauchos to run in the next rotation. So based on the scouting, he told the guys what to expect to block.
Steve Can serving for the Dinosaurs. They lead 6-4. Side out Gauchos. Okay, now the Gauchos are telling me that down in California, the volleyballs are much firmer, much harder than the balls they use up here. Is that true?
We've got the same balls up here, but the official ball for the CIAUs is the Tachikara ball, and it's quite a bit softer than the Molten, which is just another name brand that they use in the States.
So how does that affect the game then with the ball that's maybe not as pumped up as much?
I think the ball moves a little bit slower, a little harder to control when you hit it, so that might have contributed to some of these balls we've seen go out deep. But for the most part, it's the same thing.
Bob Hefty with a nice kill there, and it's side out for the Gauchos. Some pretty good talent on that Gaucho team. Again, they were number 2 behind UCLA in California last year. UCLA went on to be the national champs in the US of A. Nice setup right there. Great setup. Now I want you to talk about the importance of passing. Like in hockey, the shots are nice to see, but the passing in this game are crucial, like you see here.
Well, you see there, Jeremy didn't have to move his feet at all for that ball. All he had to do was jump straight up in the air and tee it up for Adrian Woots to bang down. That was a perfect pass.
Nice kill by the veteran, Steve Can.
He caught the Gauchos flat-footed on that play. They set up their defense, and then Steve, they were expecting him to hit the ball really hard. He hit a bit of a changeup. Nobody moved for it. Those 3 guys on defense have got to go for the ball and not think about it so much.
Can goes down for the ball nicely. Good defense by the Gauchos. Excellent rally. What a block, what a shot. Steve Can coming through big time there.
That was just a tremendous rally. Both teams playing outstanding defense. And finally, it was Steve Can who came up out of the back row to put that ball away. Really close to hitting that ball out of bounds on the antenna.
Just as we saw Thursday in Game 1 of the Husky Dino Cup, these two teams put on a great show. They're doing it again tonight. Adrian Woots, serve is long.
That's the second one in the last 3 rotations for the Dinos. They're going to have to watch that. The service has to be in to put pressure on the Gauchos. They want to serve tough, but they got to keep that ball in court.
The big man serving, Donnie Harris. Oh, what a play by Curtis Andreotti at the net. Good kill.
Yeah, Curtis Andreotti with what we call an X play there. Instead of staying outside where he was going to run into number 9, Donnie Harris, he comes into the middle of the court and leaves Harris standing out by the antenna, so he has a little bit more room to hit.
And when you're hitting like that, is that what you call looking for the seam? You're trying to find a seam in the other team's defense?
Yeah, absolutely. He has a look at the block and tries to find a space between it that he can hit the ball.
That was out, so it's side out for the Dinos.
Jeremy Darner just hit that ball into the antenna. I think that's about his 3rd hitting error so far this match. He's got to settle down and perform for the Gauchos to have a chance against the UFC.
Dinos have 5 returning starters from last year's team. The serve's not working well right now.
Oh, that's 3 out of 4. Dinos have got to settle down from the baseline.
Side out for the Gauchos. They trail in the first game 4-9. Side out Dinos.
There we see the Gauchos coming back with a missed serve as well. And that's Jeremy Darner again. I think he's got to pick his game up.
Curtis Andreotti now serving for the Dinos. All-star last year at the Husky Dino Cup. Trahey, that's Trahey, isn't it? That's Hefty. Bob Hefty goes up for the kill, but it is out.
Yeah, Bob Hefty wide with that shot. That's about the 5th or 6th shot they've hit wide so far. UCSB's just got to put the ball in court and make the Dinos play it.
Back with more of Game 1 right after this, live on Calgary 7.
Purex has gone to great lengths to give you a longer-lasting bathroom tissue. Purex Double Roll. With twice as many pillowy soft sheets on every roll, it takes forever to run out. Purex Double Roll. Pillowy softness that lasts twice as long.
The difference between a banana and a cheese string is that you can only peel a banana one way, while a cheese string is different every time you peel it. Black Diamond cheese strings, 100% mozzarella, 100% stringable, 100% fun. Available in mozzarella and other great flavors. It's the stringable cheese with a peel.
Well, here we see the matchup of the heavy hitters. Steve Can from the UFC with 4 kills to Harris's 1. Harris hasn't gotten the ball so far, and I think that's due to the passing of the Gauchos. Once their passing settles down, look to Harris to get set a whole bunch more.
Side out Gauchos. Themmer was long. Neil Thember, he's from Grant MacEwan College, isn't he?
Yeah, Neil played 2 years for Grant MacEwan before coming down to the UFC. Although he's a rookie here, he's actually a veteran player.
Steve Can goes high at the net for the kill. He is playing extremely well. As I said, he's never won the Husky Dino Cup here in Calgary. He wants to win in his final year.
Yeah, Steve's really hungry to win this tournament. He's been here a number of years, well, 4 of them, and won 2 All-Star rings, but at this point in time, he doesn't want to be an All-Star again. He wants to win the Cup.
Yeah, he was an All-Star in his first year of the Husky Dino Cup. Thember serving for the Dinos.
Which coincidentally was my last.
He took your spot. Thember's serve is long, so it's side out for the Gauchos. And it's Neil, check that. It is Adam Renfrey, the 6'3" kid from San Diego, serving for the Gauchos. Oh, good play by the Dinosaurs.
The Dino blockers are really keying on Donnie Harris. They know that the Gauchos are going to try and set him the ball. That time we had 2 blockers waiting over there and an easy stuff block.
It's a team game. The winning at the net is crucial. The Dinos are winning the net game right now, aren't they?
Absolutely, and that's why there's a 10-4 lead up on the scoreboard.
Jason Crane was rejected on that one, and the Dinos come through big time again. Was that Ellingson?
That was Mark Ellingson, the rookie out of BC. This kid has really lit it up through this tournament. Out there with Adrian Woots and a big stuff block.
Mark Ellingson's from Kelowna. Your scouts did a good job in getting this guy here.
Well, he's one of 6 players that are currently playing for the UFC that are from BC. It's a big boon to the University of Calgary to be pulling so many of these great athletes out of Kelowna, out of Vancouver, instead of having them go to UBC and University of Victoria. A real pat on the back for Coach Ryan's program, that he can attract those kind of players to Calgary.
Gauchos have made some substitutions. Luke Carlson and Kevin Collins coming into the game. Gauchos serving, they trail 11-4 in the first game. Crone serving. Soft touch by Mark Ellingson. Good dig by Andriotti. That was tipped, was it? Or was that in?
That ball was touched off the block.
Right.
Linesman at the baseline called it in anyway, but definitely got a piece of the block on the way out.
We're seeing some great defense, aren't we?
Right,
by both
absolutely.
teams.
Both teams playing good defense, but as you've said, UofC's winning the battle of the net. We saw the UCSB bring 2 subs into the game. That's 2 out of 6. They only have 4 subs left. Coaches have to be very careful about when and how they use their substitutions.
Despite being ahead, the downside, the Dinos, as we've talked about, we saw it right there, is the serves.
Yeah, that's already 7 missed serves this game by the University of Calgary. I know they're being aggressive, but they've got to keep that ball in play.
Adrian Woots.
Woots with another big kill. Woots is really having a great night tonight.
So it's side out for the Dinos. Game 1 of the best-of-5 final for the 10th annual Husky Dino Cup at the Jack Simpson Gym. Grant Pollock, Kevin Boyles, the former Dinosaur, and Mike Toth.
There we saw the substitute, number 12, Kevin Collins, with his first kill on his first set of the night. That's a good start for him. If he keeps that up, he'll be able to stay on the floor a little longer.
Crowd's really into it. Got some people decked out in some nice outfits. We'll try and show you that as this game goes on. Again, look at that. Number 18 is her favorite player, I would imagine.
With the volleyball face.
Yes.
Gotta like it. Well, there's a missed serve for Kevin Collins. He came up with the big attack in the front row, went back and missed the serve.
Here it is again from the net cam.
And you just see that take a piece of the net, give it a shake.
Jeremy Herbert serving for the Dinosaurs. They lead 11-4 in game 1. Good block. Holy smokes, the Dinos are just dominating the net. Steve Can, Adrian Woots especially right there.
This is the best I've ever seen the University of Calgary block. Look at Steve Can get those mitts over the net and throw that ball down. Unbelievable blocking thus far for the University of Calgary.
We mentioned the volleyball is a little softer here than it is in California. How hard is that ball traveling? How fast?
Well, they've clocked volleyballs upward of 90, 100, 110 kilometers an hour. So that ball's got some pace on it when it's coming at you. A lot of times you don't have a whole lot of reaction time. And it's a matter of being in the right place before the ball's hit.
So why the heck was I playing with the Dinos in an exhibition game at Eberhard High School on Thursday? The Dinos asked me to come out and try and play, so I did. Man, oh man, if I had known the ball was traveling that fast, I wouldn't have played. I almost got my head taken off once. The players talked about my prowess in volleyball.
Grant, I heard the guys talking about target practice on that day. Is that what they were talking about?
Yeah, I think so. It was a learning experience.
Hey, that kill for number 8, Jason Crone off the block. That's the first time we've seen him swing tonight. He's one of the bigger hitters from the University of California, Santa Barbara. They call him one of their money players.
You got one.
Ellingson was blocked at the net by Adam Renfrey.
Yeah, the setter coming up with that block. I think Ellingson just didn't see him. Thought he had the line wide open, tried to cut the ball, and last second Renfrey came up with the block.
Rob Trahey serving for the Gauchos. Renfrey setting up again on that far side.
Nice dig by Andriotti.
Beautiful.
And that ball off the block. Thember got a piece of that one on the way out of bounds.
Again, we're seeing Adam Renfrey setting up the far side, that time to Jason Crone. 12-6. Hefty serving for the Gauchos.
And Thember with the quick attack. That's worked really well for the Dinos so far. The passing has been right on the money. There you see Herbert's not moving at all before he sets the ball, able to give Thember that quick set.
And Jamie Lacton comes into the game for the Dinosaurs. coming over from Mount Royal College. He was a national champ at Mount Royal back in 1994. What do you know about him?
Well, like Thember, he's another player who's a rookie at the UFC, but has a lot of experience behind him. Lacton's a winner. He knows how to play hard, and he knows how to win big matches. It's good to see him on the floor. He'll help.
That was a good kill. Great kill by Jason Crone at the net.
Looks like they're finally trying to get Crone into the offense. He didn't get a whole lot of balls the first 10 points there. We see the last 2 plays, he's been getting fed.
Getting back to Lacton, number 15. He's much like Allison as far as showing his emotion on the court.
Yeah, real emotional, real aggressive player. And that's something the UFC has really lacked in the last few years. And I think maybe it's a big part of their success so far in this Dino Cup, and maybe a big reason why they might take this Dino Cup final. That's not
Adam Renfrey, that is Steve Can, the all-Canadian volleyball player from the University of Calgary. What a great kid he is. He's from Vancouver. I asked him why he didn't go to UBC. Why did he pick UFC? He said the program.
Greg worked really hard to build up his program, and it's at the point now where these kids really want to play here.
Oh, good. Well, it was a good block, but it was out.
Yeah, Ellingson getting a piece of block there, wiping it off out of bounds. That's one of his favorite shots. He'll do that all night long.
Ball goes off Luke Carlson, I believe, number 13 for the Gauchos. If you're just joining us, you're wondering what's a gaucho. Again, we explained it before, but just a quick synopsis. A gaucho refers to some guys in the 50s in California. They're very carefree, free-spirited. They roamed around California and the western states, and they were known for their drunkenness. Not these guys, though, but the folklore tells the tale.
Yeah, these are upstanding young student athletes. They're definitely not of the yesteryears.
Now, we laugh at the Gauchos, but I'm sure some guy from California might say, what's a dino? A slow-moving extinct animal. Woots goes up for it.
Free ball to the Dinos. That time Curtis Andriotti came out of the back row to hit the ball, but his foot was over the 10-foot line.
Oh, so that's why they call him a dirty player.
Dirty player. As soon as you step over that 10-foot line, you're dirty. You can't hit the ball from above the height of the net.
Good call by, I guess the referee, Scott McLean, would make that call?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jason Crone serving for the Gauchos. They trail 13-7, game 1. Well, Steve Can's been good at the net, but he was strong there, but just a little too high and wide.
There was Can coming out of the back row as well, and the set was a little too far inside. He had to really stretch out to hit it and couldn't keep it in bounds.
There's a timeout with the Dinosaurs leading game 1, 13-8. This is a good start to the 10th annual final for the Husky Dino Cup. We're back after this.
Moving fast, cruising slow. When you're on the road, there's just one place to go. Husky, like a real good friend. People you count on time and again. No matter where the road may wind, we'll be there waiting down the line, giving you that peace of mind. Husky, here in Canada, it's Husky.
See the bear? Taste the food.
Morning.
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 See the bear? Taste the food. The sausage and egger, a fresh grade A egg, specially seasoned sausage, and processed cheddar. See the bear?
Gauchos serving. Trailing 13-8, but the Dinos have gone into a bit of a slump here in the last few minutes.
Now the offense has slowed down a bit, but there's Ellingson providing the spark again with a big stuff block after Woots' attack was unsuccessful.
Now Ellington's not a big man. I believe he's about, what, 6'2" or so?
Yeah, 6'2", 6'3", which is relatively smaller among the rest of these guys.
But he jumps well.
Yeah, he's a physical player. He hits the ball hard. He jumps hard. And another man out of the same mold, Curtis Andriotti, fitting into that 6'2", 6'3" category. Also a big, strong player. Strong upper body and hits the ball really heavy.
And he jumped high into the air. Now you say these guys can jump maybe, well, 9 to 12 feet, I guess?
Yeah, the guys are touching about 11.5 feet, the ones that are with a decent vertical and a decent amount of height to start out with. 11.5 feet would be a pretty good touch.
There's Alec Williams. He's from Hawaii. He's subbing in right now. He's 6 foot. Not a big man.
No, a small player like that, he was put in just for defensive purposes to get that serve-receive side out.
And he's going out now. Yeah, he's leaving.
As soon as the ball was served into the net, that player rotated into the front row. And at 6 feet, head coach Ken Preston doesn't want him to play across the front row.
Gauchos serving. They trail by 6 in game 1. Bob Hefty serving. The crowd's really into this one. They're having a lot of fun here at the Jack Simpson Gym. Oh, good defense by Jason Crone, digging. The net ball?
I think the University of Calgary players, when they went up for that block, just grazed the net. Our umpire, Dean Chow, picked it up and made the call.
We'll see it here on the net cam.
You see Herbert just try a little bit too hard there, trying to press and push that ball back into the Gaucho court, catches the net with his elbow. Good call by Dean Chow.
Oh. It was Ellingson going down for it for the dig, but he just couldn't get it. That would have been a great play if he could have made it.
Here we see a sub coming in for the University of Calgary, number 10, Wes Montgomery, coming in for Adrian Woots. I think Greg Ryan feels that the offense is stalled a little bit. Montgomery's a real fast, real dynamic player, and Greg's hoping that he'll bang a couple balls down here.
Referred to as a middle blocker. When we get a second here, explain what a middle blocker exactly is.
Well, it's interesting there. You see right away, as soon as Montgomery stepped onto the floor, Herbert gave him the ball. He's got a lot of confidence in him. Montgomery's another rookie straight out of high school, but Herbie knows that he can hit that ball and put it down for him.
14-10. The Dinos are leading.
Middle blockers tend to be the goons. They're the big guys. They head into the middle of the court there, and then they try and block across the entire distance of the net.
Oh, a great block by Latkin.
A middle blocker.
However, it's the side out for the Gauchos. The ball goes out. And it's Kevin Collins from Manhattan Beach, just south of Los Angeles. He's 6'5". He's now serving for the Gauchos. They are down by 4 in game 1. His serve is long. Side out Dinosaurs.
Well, the Dinos had a great start here, but they've really stalled at the end. They've been sitting at 14 now for about 4 or 5 rotations. So it's time now for the Dinos to step up and try and put this game away.
And Jeremy Herbert will do, or try and do just that right now. Short serve.
There's the dig.
Oh, Ellingson goes long.
The Dinos got the dig there to put the game away, but I don't think it was the setting choice that they wanted to just throw that ball up in the middle there for Ellingson.
So game 1 continues. Jeremy Darner serving. Good block at the net by the big kid, number 19, Robert Trahey.
Trahey got a hold of Jamie Latkin there. Here we see it on our net cam. Good press by Leahy. Read the direction that Jamie was going to hit the ball and made the adjustment.
So Neil Thember is coming back in, and Jamie Latkin goes out. Steve Can goes up and gets the kill. He's playing well.
Now that was a tough ball to put away. The pass was a little shabby that time. It was quick. Herbie had to throw up a bit of a junk ball, but you see Can adjust his approach and put that ball away.
Side out Dinosaurs, Curtis Andriotti serving for the match, or for the game. They can't do it though. Side out Santa Barbara.
Another good opportunity there. Thember just needed to be a little bit stronger at the net when he pushed up against the UCSB player to win that net joust.
Whoa. Steve Can at the net was superb on the block there.
Well, the Dinos offense has really started to misfire. Our attacks are getting dug. Guys are kind of junking that ball over. Here you see Thember missing and just keeping it in play. Timing just isn't quite there with the Dinos offense. They need to pick that up again.
Side out Dinos, they're serving. A good hit by Jason Crone. Thember goes down for it, but his return goes way wide and out. So it's the Gauchos.
Kroner emerged as a starter for these guys last season, and he's really come on strong. They say he plays best in the big matches. And I think he'd consider this a big match. Nice kill from Steve Can. Excellent timing that time on the out. The back set to Steve. He put that ball away, no problem at all.
Side out Dinos. They lead 14-11. Notice the big guy for the Gauchos not playing recently. That's Donnie Harris.
Yeah, Harris was struggling at the start of the game. When we saw that big hitter comparison, Steve Can was winning that battle. And I think Coach Preston has just put Harris on the bench to think about it for a while, get prepared again, and then come back out on the floor.
And Coach Ryan takes Wes Montgomery out, and Adrian Woots goes back in. And he performs well at the net with a block. Again, they come through. That time was Jeremy Herbert.
Two great blocks at the net by Jeremy Herbert and Adrian Woots. The Dinos, the offense struggled, but they've owned the net. The blocking has been outstanding.
Well, it took them a while, but the Dinos finally win game one, 15-11. That one is in the books. We're back with more from UFC after this.
We asked Eddie, how much like cloth is Scott Ultra?
Not bad. For paper towel, it's pretty good. Wow, same towel. Yep, it's like cloth. Maybe we should take some of this stuff home.
Scott Ultra, now available in choose a size.
And on your right, a modern-day miracle, the new community filtration plant.
It's a miracle I'm staying awake. Now we're talking miracles. 97 Taurus and Sable. Tell it to the people.
On your left, folks, the 97 Taurus Sable sedan and wagon. Loaded, anti-lock brakes, loads of room, and both for just $3.99 monthly lease if you hurry.
You want to drive, too? No, thanks. It's not a Ford. It's always been Ford.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Rich, creamy Imperial margarine. It's the taste that's fit for a king.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like a king.
The difference between a banana and a cheese string is that you can only peel a banana one way, while a cheese string is different every time you peel it. Black Diamond cheese strings, 100% mozzarella, 100% stringable, 100% fun. Available in mozzarella and other great flavors. It's the stringable cheese with a peel.
University of Calgary Dinosaurs win game one of the 10th annual Husky Cup final, 15-11. And all game long, we were saying the Dinos owned the net. The stats bear that out.
Well, yeah, absolutely, Grant. You see 16 kills for the Dinos, 9 stuff blocks, excuse me. That's a big number for a single game. In a normal game, you'd expect 3, maybe 4 stuff blocks. 9 is a big number, and the Dinos have really done a good job of reading the offense of the Gauchos, getting up strong and throwing down that ball.
Head coach Greg Ryan's been with the Dinosaurs for 12 years. His team won this cup 5 years ago, but they have not won it since. They would like to do it this year. Ken Preston, the coach of the Gauchos, what do you know about him?
Well, Ken's been coaching at UCSB for a long time. I think he's about a 20-year man there. Does a great job with his athletes, and in the last 2 or 3 years has really brought this group to a national contender. This year, they're talking about being top 3 in the country.
Let's begin. Game 2. Curtis Andriotti for the Dinosaurs serving. What happened there, Kevin? I thought that was a great play by the Dinosaurs. Was it a net ball?
No,
net, I should say net.
That was just a nice shot by Jason Crone that hit the Dino defender in the back of the court and off out of bounds. So a kill to UCSB, and they serve. Good
blocks net by the Gauchos. and they end up coming away with the point.
Both of those plays, Ellingson was given a set that was way outside. He really didn't have any angles to hit. He needs to get that ball set for him a little further inside the court so he has some options.
1-0 Gauchos. Steve Ken was rejected there by the two big guys, Donnie Harrison, Trahey, or Hefty, I should say. Mike Toth is in the crowd watching this game. Mike, enjoying the game so far?
It's been great, and I'll tell you what, I just had a brief word with Greg Ryan, the head coach of the Calgary Dinosaurs, and he said it best. He said our defense, as Kevin was talking about in the broadcast, was just outstanding. They completely shut down Donnie Harris. And you guys have been wondering about all the costumes in the crowd. They've got a big residence competition going on right now. That's why everybody in the building, it seems, is dressed up in crazy costume. I've got Greg quickly with me here. You completely shut down Donnie Harris. In fact, they took him out of that first game, Greg.
Yeah, well, we knew exactly what they were going to do. We got the rotation that we wanted at the start of the game, and that was our focus, to serve him, make sure he couldn't hit the ball, and then our blockers would be able to work against the other guys.
Thanks, Greg. Good luck. Back to you guys.
Kevin, when you talk about shutting down key hitters, can you somehow in layman's terms describe how a defense shuts down the key hitters? What do you do?
Well, it's done at the net, and it's done with your blocking. Basically, what they do is look at this UCSB team, for example, and you'd say Donnie Harris, Jason Crone, Trahey, those are the three big hitters. So every time they're in the front row, the Dino blockers are going to key on those guys. They're going to lean in their direction, and if they get set the ball, they're ready for it and waiting.
3-1. Santa Barbara leading the University of Calgary Dinosaurs in Game 2. There are some big boys at that net right now for Santa Barbara, aren't there?
Yeah, there sure are. And it seems like they, at this point, have the Dinos figured out. Last 3 or 4 attacks of UofC's have been stuffed back onto their side of the court. You saw in that play number 8 for UCSB, Jason Crone, yelling at his teammate. There's a new rule now. If the ball crosses over the plane of the net but is outside the playing surface, you can go over there and get it and bring it back. Crone was a little upset that his teammate didn't go chasing after that ball.
Adrian Woods at the net for the block.
And he was happy about that one. That's back to Game 1 again. Woods with a big penetration here. You see on the net cam, way over the net into the UCSB side of the court. Excellent, excellent blocking.
Jeremy Darner goes out, and Mitch McCoy comes in for the first time in this match for University of California, Santa Barbara. McCoy's hit goes to the net, so not a good start for him.
No, he had 2 swings in that rally. His first one, he was well back of the net, so he was forced into a roll shot. And then on his second one, got a better set, but hit it in the middle of the net.
He's been sitting on the bench for the last 45 minutes. He goes in. I saw him warming up after that hit. I mean, it's tough to get in there and get warmed up quickly.
Yeah, it's definitely tough, but that's your job when you're on the bench. You know, you got to be ready to play so that the second you step on the floor, you can bang that first ball as hard as you can.
Number 11 for the University of California is Bob Hefty, 6'7". He's a third-year player from Laguna Niguel. I got to bone up on my Spanish.
I'm just glad I didn't have to say it. Well, there we just saw the first shanked pass of the night by the University of Calgary. The passing has been really steady up to this point, but that time Curtis Andriotti couldn't handle the serve, sent it up into the stands.
All right, they've called a timeout with the Dinosaurs trailing 5-3 in Game 2. We'll take a break right now and come back with more from the Jack Simpson Gym. It's the 10th annual Husky Dino Cup.
When Cochrane Dodge decided to make a TV commercial, they said, let's ask the expert why she thinks we're best. That's me. Because every time Dad test drives a car, him and me get a free ice cream at McKay's. Dad's driven Jeeps, Intrepids, Neons, Vans, pickups. He's crazy about cars.
Cochrane Dodge is just 15 minutes west of Calgary. Put us on your list for a new or used car. Treat the family to McKay's on us.
Sure hope Chrysler keeps making cars, and they keep selling them in Cochrane.
So, once again, ingenious mother pulls brilliant meal out of hat to save starving family, who go wild with gratitude and appreciation. who promise to clean their rooms if only they can have this every night. Okay, so maybe I'm stretching it. At least we share the same impeccable taste. Besides, how much praise can one person take? I'm still blushing. Really?
Lipton pasta and sauce. You know who it's really for.
Are they ever gonna come up for air?
Fans are really getting into the spirit of the Husky Dino Cup. Painted faces all over the place saying Dinos. Dinos need the fans behind them right now. They trailed by 2 in game 2 as they bat the ball around a million times.
Now that's 2 bad passes in a row by the Dinos. And we heard during the timeout while we were away at commercial, Coach Ken Preston was talking to his guys about alternating short and long serves against the Dinos. That's worked on the last 2 plays.
Different kinds of serves. I just have a desperation serve when I play volleyball to get it over the net. But there's kinds like the jump serve, spin serve, float serve. Or are there more than just those 3?
Well, those are the basic categories, and we see good examples of each tonight. Here, Mark Ellingson's about to throw up a spike serve, and he hits it about as hard as anybody in the gym.
Now, how did you know it's a spike serve? That's what he always does, you mean?
Yeah, that's his serving style. He throws it up and then hits the ball in the air with a full attack, just as though he was hitting a spike.
The ball is out. Mitch McCoy is not having a good game so far for the Gauchos. Speaking of serves, when I was serving, I started with the old underhand serve, learned, of course, back in the 50s for me, or 60s.
You see McCoy with that shot, just trying to be a little bit too perfect. He's got to relax, hit the ball in the court, not be worried about making a perfect shot.
Robert Trahey looks relaxed with that kill right there.
There you see the big 3 again. They're using Trahey on shots like that.
Now, number 2 right there was Adam Renfrey, the setter. He's setting things up. Is that like a quarterback in a power play in hockey? He's just controlling the offense?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll see before every play, he's going to set out a series of signals, tell the guys which pattern to run, and then out of those patterns, he'll choose which guy he wants to set, feed them the ball, and they'll try and put it away for him.
So watch for that. Number 2 for the Gauchos. There he is.
You got one.
Nice play by Andriotti.
And there you see the 2 setters dealing with exact opposites. Renfrey had to chase all the way outside the court for his pass, and as a result, a pretty poor set. Herbert was able to stand right at the net with a perfect pass and deliver the ball. Nice dig by Woods. Oh,
wow, what happened right there? Miscommunication by the Dinos.
Yeah, I think Neil Thember was just running to get out of the way, and Jeremy Herbert thought he was running to pass the ball. Thought Thember would take it, left it for him. That should have been Herbert's ball. Here we'll see it on the replay. A nice dig.
We're seeing a few brain cramps for the Dinos here.
Yeah, those and that as well would be considered brain cramps.
And that, I would think, would not make a coach very happy. Greg Ryan, what's he doing down there? Just kind of looking straight ahead, wondering why his team would be doing that. They were so good in game 1. Only down by 2, though, 7-5 in game 2.
They're still in this one. There's time to turn it around.
Something's going on there. Check the water bottles, Mike Toll. They're drinking the water. Must be making them ill.
Well, I think the block of UCSB has just put a little bit more pressure on the Dinos. They've gotten more hands on the ball and have started to throw some back at the UFC.
Point by point. Get a break. Greg Ryan talking to Curtis Andriotti.
Curtis struggled 3 times on the 3rd one. Coach Ryan's going to sit him down for a while, let him give his head a shake, get ready to come on back in. And coming onto the floor for him, number 13, Graham Jent, also a veteran player. He's in his 3rd year, and he's been a starter up until this season when Mark Ellingson started to play so well.
Graham Jent was a good hockey player in Bantam hockey. He's from EP Scarlet High School in Calgary, where you have 3 players from Calgary, 3 starters. I believe you've got Jent.
Yeah, that sounds right. We got Graham Jent. We've got Adrian Woots, who's a Calgarian, and then we've got Jeremy Wilcox, our backup setters.
And you have a couple of guys on the bench, too. Neil Thember, a product from Graham McEwen College, comes up big with a kill for the Dinosaurs. 8-5, Santa Barbara, game 2.
Nice serve, Graham Jent there, fresh off the bench. I don't think he tried to do anything special with that ball, just give it a good solid contact in the court. Ball dropped though, and you see the UCSB passer unable to get it up in the air.
Adam Renfrey diving for the ball. Couldn't get to it. 8-6. Good block. Net again by Thember and Can were there.
Yeah, Thember just missed that one. It looked like the ball came down on UCSB's side, but you'll see on the net cam here, Thember didn't press far enough, hit his left hand down on his own side of the court. Got to get those hands over the net.
Good block, just didn't turn out the way they wanted it to. That time it did for the Dinosaurs.
Ooh, I think we got a bad call there.
Oh.
UCSB's block looked out to me. I'm sitting right on that sideline, but the linesman called the ball in, and UCSB gets the point.
Dino's not disputing it, so I thought it was good for the Dinos. There's your score in game 2. Thember goes high, and the ball is out.
That's a nice shot by UCSB. They're going to start here, frustrate the UofC blockers. They're not hitting the same shot all the time, which the UofC had gotten patterned to. They started to change it up. A few wipe-offs, some roll shots, making things harder on the blockers from Calgary.
Well, we'll see if the Dinosaurs can counterattack that. You're watching game 2, the Dino Husky Cup.
Moving fast, cruising slow. When you're on the road, there's just one place to go. Husky, like a real good friend. People you count on time and again. No matter where the road may wind, we'll be there waiting down the line, giving you that peace of mind. Husky, here in Canada, it's Husky.
See the bear? Taste the food.
Morning.
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 See the bear? Taste the food. The sausage and egger, a fresh grade A egg, specially seasoned sausage, and processed cheddar. See the bear?
Adam Renfrey serving for Santa Barbara. They're up 10-6 in game 2.
His serve just barely clips the net there. Good break for the Dinos. They've got to take this opportunity now to try to get back in the match.
During the break, we heard Greg Ryan say everybody has to start executing. The Dinos appear a little upset, but yet determined.
Yeah, I think he wants the guys just to raise their level of play a little bit with plays like that. Adrian Woods with a huge solo stuff block, one-on-one against number 11, Bob Hefty. Hefty's been scoring the last few shots, but that time Adrian was all over him.
Adrian having a very good match so far at the net for the Dinos. It's 10-7.
Good tough serve from Neil Thember. The UCSB passers just unable to handle it. Shanked it out of bounds.
Dinosaur still serving. Neil Thember. He's from Leduc. Ellington had the block and the ball goes wide.
Yeah, he was in a good position there. He just decided to drop his hands cross court, thinking that was the direction that Trahey was going to hit the ball. Trahey went the other way, piece of the block out into the stands.
This tournament started on Thursday night. They play it again, I think, twice on Friday. Now they're playing now. He's talking to Donnie Harris of Santa Barbara. They're getting a little tired. It's a lot of high-intensity volleyball in a short period of time.
Well, especially with how evenly matched these teams have been. All the coaches in the tournament have been pretty much going with their starters most of the way because they haven't had any teams that they could beat up on.
Yeah, some people say this is the most even Husky Dino Cup ever.
Oh, I think it absolutely has to be. You look at the University of Calgary's 2 wins on the way into this final. 19-17 in the 5th game against UCSB. 19-17 again in the 5th game against Winnipeg. That's unheard of.
It's 10-8 for the Gauchos. Good action by the net there. Roots and Hefty. Trahey, I should say. Bob Trahey.
Well, the UCSB blockers have made some adjustments in the last game and a half, and they've really started to give Adrian Woods and setter Jeremy Herbert some problems. The Dinos have got to start to change up their offense a little bit, do some things differently.
Like that.
Like that. We haven't seen Steve Can hit very much out of the back row so far. That's a good change.
He was earlier, wasn't he, in game 1?
Yeah, at the very beginning, and then the Dinos kind of went away from it. I think for their offense to be successful, they've got to just keep mixing it up all the time.
Kevin, we've been talking with the head coaches, Ken Preston and Greg Ryan. How much coaching or scouting or spotting from the booths high above is there done in volleyball?
Well, there's a lot of it. The University of Calgary has 4 or 5 coaches sitting in the press box beside us here that are charting the other team, charting the Dinos, and they've even got a headset down to the Dino bench to tell them what plays they think they should be running.
We're going to check the kills on Donnie Harris. There's Donnie Harris and Steve Can, the Dinos, 4-2, Harris in front.
We see pretty much a reversal from the start of the first game, and I think that's probably contributed to UCSB's success here. Harris has stepped it up, and the Dinos have been having problems getting Steve Can the ball.
Again, it's Woots and Herbert tough at the net for the Dinosaurs. The Dinosaurs runners up 6 times in the Husky Dino Cup. This is the 10th annual Husky Dino Cup at UofC. They won it 5 years ago.
Nice shot from Graham Gent. It's good to see that he's been able to come off the bench and be a solid contributor. That's the experience of having been on this team for 3 years and having played as a starter in the time leading up to this tournament.
Graham Gent, 3rd-year Dinosaur, a power hitter. Side out for Santa Barbara.
And you see another power hitter, number 8, Jason Crone, has really stepped his game up. He's been steady the last 10, 15 points.
Rob Trahey serving for the Gauchos. And there's Thember coming up big at the net with the kill.
A quick attack like they've been running to Thember and Woots all night long, but this time Jeremy Herbert, the setter, moved the ball a little further away from himself, ran what we call a 31, just a little longer set. That was different enough to fool the blockers.
Oh, nice play by Adam Renfrey setting that up.
As was that different enough to fool the blockers. That time the quick set right behind the setter's head. It's what we call a 61, and boom, pounds it down. That's
Bob Hefty.
Nice shot by Bob Hefty.
And it was Jason Crone at the net with the block.
Herbert that time, he tried to run the same play twice in a row. The first time to Thember it worked. The second time UCSB said, hey, we've seen that before, and threw it back in his face.
So Dinos have picked it up a little bit right now. They trail by 4 in game 2 of the final of the Husky Dino Cup at UFC.
When Cochrane Dodge decided to make a TV commercial, they said, let's ask the expert why she thinks we're best. That's me. Because every time Dad test drives a car, him and me get a free ice cream at McKay's. Dad's driven Jeeps, Intrepids, Neons, Vans, pickups. He's crazy about cars.
Cochrane Dodge is just 15 minutes west of Calgary. Put us on your list for a new or used car. Treat the family to McKay's on us.
Sure hope Chrysler keeps making cars and they keep selling them in Cochrane.
Timex with Indiglo Nightlight, now in a wide range of women's styles.
Go Dinos on one cheek, and if she turns the cheek around, you'll see a Calgary 7. Yeah, thank you very much, on cue. We're behind Calgary 7, we're behind the Dinos, and the Santa Barbara leads this game 2, 12-8. Kevin Boyles, Grant Pollock, and Mike Toth at Jack Simpson Gym. What a night we've got volleyball tonight. Dinos coming on strong.
Well, this night's been everything we asked for and everything we thought it might be with the lead-up. These two teams, as we can see, are very evenly matched. It's been a seesaw battle. They're fighting back and forth. This is a great, great volleyball match.
Dinosaurs 3-time Husky Dino Cup champs. Last time was 1991. They would love to win it, especially for their 5th-year veteran Steve Can, who has done so well here at University of Calgary in volleyball, but yet has never won the Dino Cup. Gaucho serving. Jason Crone. Yep. Adrian Woots going up for the kill there.
Adrian Woots, another really nice quick attack. I think the thing that made that one successful is that they haven't run it in the last couple of rotations, so the UCSB blockers weren't expecting it. That's a good call from Jeremy Herbert. He's got to keep mixing it up like that.
Steve Can serving for the Dinosaurs. But the big guy, Donnie Harris, goes up for the kill. Did you hear? Donnie Harris in one game, I think it was against Pepperdine, had 50 kills in one game.
That was in the UCSB media package. 50 kills in a single match. Unbelievable.
Holy smokes. What's average in a game in Canada in a CIAU game?
Well, a big hitter who got the ball a good majority of the sets would get 30 kills on a really big night.
That's a good game.
Yeah,
good match.
A good match would be 20 kills. 50 is pretty much unheard of.
I think Jamie Lackton is coming in for the Dinosaurs, and Neil Thember goes out. So you got the middle blocker, the physical guy, or as Kevin affectionately refers to middle blockers, the goons.
Now, Jamie's a short goon, but he's a goon nonetheless. Good, aggressive, hard-working player. I like his style.
You refer to 6'4" as short, yes, but in volleyball, I guess you are absolutely right. 13-8, the Gauchos leading the Dinosaurs. There's the rookie, the freshman, Mark Ellingson from Kelowna, British Columbia, serving. Mitch McCoy has had trouble, but he comes through there big time for the Gauchos.
I think what makes that play effective is that Adam Renfrey, their quarterback, their setter, hasn't gone to him very often. And the Calgary blockers weren't really expecting Mitch to get that ball. And Mitch, that time, was able to put it away.
Donnie Harris serving for Santa Barbara. Explain this serve. Just give us an idea of how it... Oh, it's a spike serve?
No, his was a float serve. He stayed on the ground, didn't jump, and just hit a ball with no spin on it, which we would call a float serve.
McCoy goes down for the dig. Keeps the Gauchos alive. And Donnie Harris comes through with the kill. That's the man right there. 50 kills in one match last season. 6'7". Studies engineering. He's from La Canada. That's in the mountains behind LA. He says he's seen snow before. It's no big deal when it snowed here the other day. He's seen snow. What a serve.
Good solid float serve that time, and the bottom just fell out of it. It dropped as soon as it got over the net in front of the Dino passers. They were completely fooled by that serve. And
Santa Barbara wins game 2, 15-8. Thanks to that man right there, smiling he should, because he came on big time and helped the Gauchos win and tie this match up at 1.
And on your right, a modern-day miracle, the new community filtration plant.
It's a miracle I'm staying awake. Now we're talking miracles. 97 Taurus and Sable. Tell it to the people.
On your left, folks, the 97 Taurus Sable sedan and wagon. Loaded. Anti-lock brakes, loads of room, and both for just $3.99 monthly lease if you hurry.
You want to drive, too? No, thanks. It's not a Ford. It's always been Ford.
There's 2 times the fun at the Fisher-Price Dream Dollhouse. Adorable twin babies with a big sister, mom, and dad to play with. Plus a very special way to get everyone tucked in at night.
Fisher-Price knows there's more than one way to get around, so our Flip Track Mountain keeps the fun moving by land, air, and sea. In fact, it's an entire transportation system where everything moves, including the mountain.
They're the people in your province. You call them mom or sis or your best friend. With AT&T Canada, you could call them anytime and save more than 50% over your local phone company's regular rates. Introducing AT&T Canada True Choice Province. It's a simple flat rate savings plan that gives you freedom like never before. You get 1 hour of talk time per month within your home province for only $9.95. Which means you could save more than 50% over regular local rates, plus 25% savings on out-of-province calls. And if you sign up now, we'll give you 30 minutes free. Dial 1-800-991-4444 to get your simple flat rate savings, plus 30 free minutes. Or ask about our other choices.
Thank you for choosing AT&T Canada.
So call anyone you want in the province, but call us first.
Welcome back to the Husky Dino Cup. This match is tied at 1. This is Ken Preston, the coach of the Gauchos. How did you get to the Dino D this time? Because they were the story in game 1. You were the story in game 2.
Well, we made a lot of hitting errors in the first game, and they were pretty fired up with the crowd and their tournament and all, and it was hard to stop them, and we weren't very good. We hit a lot of balls out of the net, out of the court, and we hit a lot of balls in that time, and we did a little different serving maybe, and blocked them a little bit better in that game.
Let's load it up, guys, for game 3. We'll swing it back up to Grant and Kevin. Guys, take it away.
Adam Renfrey serving for the Gauchos. Let's just recap what a Gaucho is very quickly for those just tuning in. What's a Gaucho? You're too embarrassed to say it.
As far as I know, that's just some wild guy who has very low morals and runs around the countryside.
Okay, and goes nuts. That's right. Guy has no morals. That's what a Gaucho is. Incredible. Game 3. What's that call? That call goes from the Gauchos.
Yeah, Steve Can just hit that ball in the net. Again, a problem with the timing in the Dinos' attack. The ball from setter Jeremy Herbert wasn't what Steve Can expected. He wasn't able to hit it. Again there, a miscommunication in the timing. The Dinos are really having a problem connecting between the setter, Jeremy Herbert, and the various hitters. In the first 2 games, they're hitting the ball hard, putting it in court, and those kind of errors just pile up on you.
Now, I've not seen them do those errors in this tournament before tonight.
No, and there again was a miscommunication and a mistimed set, but Steve Can was able to make something out of it. Here you see him tip the ball with his left hand, something you don't see very often. I'm sure he didn't want to do, but he made something of the play and was able to put the ball away.
Curtis Andriotti serving for the Dinosaurs in game 3.
You know, it always seems when your offense struggles, your serving goes right with it. The guys have really got to stay focused on serving the ball hard in the court until their offense picks up again.
Side out Santa Barbara. Donnie Harris with the kill. Boy, he is coming on now. They took him out early in game 2, but came in late in game number 2 and saved it for the Gauchos, and he's coming on big in game 3.
Yeah, he's really stepped it up, taking control of this match completely. The Dinos don't have the answer to stopping him at this point.
West Montgomery is going in for Neil Bember. They made that substitution in game 2. They're doing it again now. Jason Crone hit the net on that serve.
Sometimes just a change in the pace, you know, calling a substitution makes that server think about it a little bit more, has more of a problem putting the ball in the court.
Montgomery serving for the Dinos. Trail 3-0 in game 3. Good block at the net by Steve Can.
Big stuff block.
What happened?
Need that to get back in.
What happened in game 2? Well, not so much one-sided, but again, the Gauchos leading in the crucial kills.
Yeah, there you see the Dinos are still controlling and blocking. 6-4, not as big a margin. And the UCSB players just putting more balls away.
Like that?
Like that.
They do it big time right there with number 11, Bob Hefty. Third year, 6'7". He goes back to serve for the Gauchos. They lead 3-1 here in game 3. Oh, nice setup by Herbert, and then Steve Can comes through.
Now, that was an excellent play run by Jeremy Herbert. He ran something the Gauchos haven't seen yet. You see the blocker waiting outside, not expecting Steve to come slashing into the middle like that. No block, nobody anywhere in sight. He puts that ball away easily.
So crucial at this level to change it up, to get the defense thinking.
Absolutely. You can't just keep running the same thing at them. These guys are too good at blockers. If you keep running the same patterns, they'll figure them out and they'll be all over you.
3-2. Dinos down by 1. Their senior man, the vet, Steve Can, serving. Side out for the Gauchos.
Again, it's Donnie Harris. It's been a long time since the Dinos have blocked one of his shots. They really need to block him again to be successful.
Donnie Harris is graduating after this year. He's going to try his luck at pro volleyball on the beach or maybe in Europe. Mark Allinson, and the block didn't work for the Gauchos.
It's one of the things with a smaller player like Mark. Sometimes he just finds a way to make it work. That wasn't an overpowering shot, but he found an angle, slid that ball in there.
Mark Ellingson's a power hitter. He's 6'2". He's a freshman, a rookie on the Dinos. The big man, Donnie Harris.
There's Harris again onto the back row. I think the Dinos have got to begin to expect him to get the ball, whether he's in the front row, the back row, whatever. They got a key on this man and start to block his shots.
Okay, when you say key on him, what do you mean exactly? What can the Dinos do? What can we see?
That's what we've been talking about, where you try and figure out the other team's offense. You key on one guy because, as just now, he's going to get the ball, and you need to get 2 blockers on him.
Donnie Harris tried to change it, but the Dinos weren't fooled. They got the block.
Now, that time they sent 2 blockers over to Harris. Even though he was in the back row, you see Woots move over, and there's 2 guys waiting out there. Harris saw that and tried to change his shot. They need to make him do that more often.
The pride of Bishop Carroll High School in Calgary. That man right there, Adrian Woots, serving for the Dinos. They trail 3-2 in Game 3. It's side out for the Gauchos.
Good change of pace by Renfrey there. He'd gone to Harris 4 or 5 sets in a row. That time back to Trahey in the middle, and only a half a blocker up.
Trahey serving. Can was blocked, but the block goes out of bounds. So it's side out for the Dinos.
Sometimes you don't need to pound that ball to the floor if you can manipulate the blockers, get a piece of it, piece of the block, and send the ball out of bounds. Just as effective as pounding it straight down to the floor.
Well, just as we expected, as you said at the outset of the show, this is a close game. Ebb and flow. Momentum is going back and forth. Momentum so important in volleyball.
Yeah, it's really swung strongly. We feel one team surge, and then the other one comes roaring back. We've got just a great matchup going.
Adam Renfrey serving for the Gauchos. They're up by 1. Steve Can with the kill.
That time Steve wasn't going to mess around with a wipe-off shot. He's going for pure power. Here you see him just blast through a big 2-man block.
Side out Dinosaurs. Curtis Andriotti serving. Adam Renfrey sets up the big guy, Donnie Harris, and he comes through with the kill.
Imagine my surprise.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times, haven't we? Mighty powerful that man is. He's studying engineering at University of California, Santa Barbara. I've never been there. I hear it's a beautiful place, 100 miles north of Los Angeles. Beautiful.
We've had the opportunity to play a number of tournaments down there. One of the most gorgeous campuses I've ever seen. Absolutely beautiful, right on the beach. They load up their Volkswagens with the surfboards and away they go at 4 o'clock.
Perhaps next year we should take the Dino Cup on the road to Santa Barbara. Good block of it, but the Dinos, oh! But Andriotti couldn't get down there for the dig and save the day.
Actually, funny you mentioned that, Grant. This is a reciprocal visit. The University of Calgary is heading down to Santa Barbara just after Christmas to play in UCSB's tournament.
No word yet if Calgary 7 is broadcasting that game.
Maybe we should bring you down.
I'll work on it. Oh, Can goes up, but it's outside.
I just tried to be a little bit too perfect with that shot. He had the 2 big blockers. He had Harris and Trahey on him. Tried to hit the ball right on the line. Wasn't enough room, and he hit it just a little bit wide.
Hefty serving for the Gauchos. The big guy, number 19. Trahey goes up for it along with McCoy, and they get the block. And the point. It's 5-2 in Game 3 of the Husky Dino Cup. I'm Grant Pollock, along with Kevin Bowles and Mike Toth. We're back right after this.
Moving fast, cruising slow. When you're on the road, there's just one place to go. Husky, like a real good friend. People you count on time and again. No matter where the road may wind, we'll be there waiting down the line, giving you that peace of mind. Husky, here in Canada, it's Husky.
I have just the thing for that cold.
Most kids think medicine has to taste bad.
Where are you?
There's one cold medicine that relieves symptoms and tastes great. Dimetap, grape-flavored Dimetap elixir, recommended by doctors and pharmacists. After all, what good is a cold medicine kids won't take?
You like Dimetap.
Grape-flavored Dimetap elixir. It relieves kids as well as cold symptoms.
Fans of all kinds watching tonight. Looks different.
There you see the Dino women's volleyball rookies looking their very best.
Yes, they do. Mums and dads, I'm sure proud tonight looking in. Was that in?
Dino's a little bit lucky on that play.
Yeah.
Again, it was a miscommunication. The ball set between Jeremy Herbert and the middle Adrian Woots didn't connect, but it happened to drift over the net and just drop on the line.
Graham Ginn is now coming in for the Dinosaurs, replacing the rookie freshman Mark Ellingson. Steve Cann is serving. There's Gent. Well, he was good last year, if I recall, in the final.
Yeah, he had a real good Dino Cup last year. And it's only Ellingson's great play that's kept him off the court tonight.
Let's listen in here to referee umpire Scott McLean.
Correct. Yep.
We didn't catch enough of that.
He wasn't happy with the call. I think he thought he was being called for being under the net.
I see.
When in reality, the ball just dropped in the court.
Steve Cann serving. Game 3. Dinosaurs trailing 5-2. It's out. Trahey has played so well. His kill is out. Dinosaurs gain a point. It's 5-3.
Well, here we see our kill matchup again of the top two swingers for both teams, even to this point, and a 5-3 score.
Nice play by Trahey. Down the seam. Side out. Santa Barbara.
That was a nice change of pace shot here. He didn't have the timing to hit that ball hard, but just found a seam to hit it to, put it on the floor.
Donnie Harris makes a mistake. His serve goes into the net. Side out Dinos. Graham Gent will be serving with his team down by 2 in game 3.
And a nice dig by Gent.
And a nice kill by Cann.
Nice dig followed up by a booming kill out of the back row.
Defense at its best. Then the offense comes through for Cann.
Absolutely. Nice shot, and he's excited about it. It's good to see that kind of emotion from Steve.
It's 5-4. Gauchos leading.
But there's Harris again with the exact same shot as Steve just hit, saying, hey, you can do that, so can I.
A true veteran comes through for Santa Barbara. Mitch McCloy going back to serve from Newport Beach, California. His serve is long. He's had his troubles. He's made a few mistakes, costly mistakes.
He's been a steady passer, and that's the main reason he's on the court, is to make sure their offense stays on track by passing the ball. But he does need to pick up the other parts of his game as well.
Side out Dinos. Harris goes up, but his kill is long. And the Dinos tie the game, 5-5.
Well, it's nice to see Harris finally make an error.
He's human.
He is human, so maybe now the Dinos can take that to heart and get on him a little bit.
And maybe the crowd will get back on the Dinos' side. They've been quiet when the Dinos fall behind.
That ball hit out as well. Trahey tried to put it too fine down the line and banged it off the antenna.
We talked about momentum swings. You're seeing it right now. The momentum is swinging back to the Dinos' side. They've taken the lead 6-5 in game 3. Again, a mistake by the Gauchos.
You know, it is such a game of momentum, and all it takes is 1 or 2 unforced errors for you to start to question yourself. Right now, the Gaucho players have that little hint of doubt in their minds, and they're not sure whether they're going to put that next ball in. They need someone to step up now and put the ball away.
Harris maybe serving. That landed in.
They found the answer there. Jason Crone, he hadn't had a chance to hit in a while, and he was up to the occasion to get that side out for them.
Side out Santa Barbara. Rob Trahey serving. Wes Montgomery with a nice hit. Oh, and the Dinos come through there.
That was really good for Wes to stay with that play. He had a nice attack that got dug, and that can be really frustrating but he stuck with it and came up with the hanging stuff block.
Side out for the Dinos on that play. They're up 7-5. Oh, what a kill by Jason Crone.
Now that's 2 in a row, and he's serving notice right now that he could be the UCSB player that's going to step it up and pick up the slack when the other guys are hitting the ball out of bounds.
Adam Renfree serving. Jason Can puts it down.
Steve Can nice and steady. That time again, change of pace. Didn't have to hit the ball real hard because he had an open lane and a good spot to hit it to.
Should mention that there were 2 other teams in the Husky Dino Cup not playing the finals. The University of Winnipeg and Stanford University. Stanford was here last year. What do you think of those 2 teams?
Well, those were good teams. Winnipeg in particular had a real tough go of it in the round robin. They lost all their round robin matches in 5 games, the ones that kept them out of this final. They turned around and beat Stanford in the bronze medal match in 4 games.
Steve Can goes way out of bounds to get the ball there for the Dinos. And Ben, who's that? Wes Montgomery puts it away.
Wes Montgomery. Good to see him build a little bit of confidence here. He's a dynamic player, and he could be a big part of the offense once his confidence starts to build.
Yeah, he's been subbing in and out with Neil Thember.
As soon as Thember slows down, in comes Montgomery just for a change of pace.
Did you hear the audio there? That ball hit the net, and our audio picked it up. We've got the best audio man in television in Norm Malalou. Norm, your job, well done right there. Is that a net ball? A net?
Yeah.
Dino hitting the net?
Bit of a strange call. It's odd to see the attacking team the ones on the net. Usually it's the blockers. But apparently setter Jeremy Herbert must have grazed the net on his way back down.
This match is tied at 1. The 10th annual Husky Dino Cup. They're calling this one the most even ever because the teams have all been so good. Nice play there. Holy smokes, the Dinos are coming back. That's Graham Gent.
Graham Gent, and hey, he's having some fun out there. Spent a bit of time this weekend on the bench with Ellingson playing so well, and he's just happy to be out there and playing again. He's going to do a job.
Well, keeps on making plays like that. He should be happy and maybe get happier. Renfree sets up Trahey. Dinos get it. There's Gent, rejected, but Donnie Harris's block is long and out of bounds.
There's Gent making an impact. That's great for him to come off the bench and contribute like this.
There's Gent. There's the block by Donnie Harris, and the ball goes out of bounds. 8-6 Dinosaurs, game 3. Renfree with the setup. Can, what a kill, and that hit Jason Crone in the back.
I think you're right on that. I think there was a touch on that ball.
Definitely a touch.
One of the lines.
They're not getting it, are they?
No,
they're not getting it. And Greg Ryan is upset on the sidelines as he's looking down. No, he's sitting down in disgust.
Gotta watch those touches, lines. They get tense now.
Absolutely.
And that's a big touch. They won't miss that one.
Good game 3.
I think there was one of the linesmen started to raise their flag on that last play, but just wasn't confident enough to make the call.
Intimidated by the coach for Greg Ryan getting up and looking at him. Mind games by the coach. They help. Good block. Was that by Jeremy Herbert?
Jeremy Herbert. Excellent stuff block. He's bringing into effect one of the strategies we talked about as a team here, and that's that these UCSB players like to hit the ball cross court. He pretended he was going to block line, and at the last second jumped to the side and reached cross court to stuff that ball. Really good scouting and really good strategy on that play.
And the Dinos have now taken a 4-point lead in game 3. It's now 10-6. Boy, we've got a great match tonight. More from the Jack after this.
When Cochrane Dodge decided to make a TV commercial, they said, let's ask the expert why she thinks we're best. That's me. Because every time Dad test drives a car, him and me get a free ice cream at McKay's. Dad's driven Jeeps, Intrepids, Neons, Vans, pickups. He's crazy about cars.
Cochrane Dodge is just 15 minutes west of Calgary. Put us on your list for a new or used car. Treat the family to McKay's on us.
Sure hope Chrysler keeps making cars and they keep selling them in Cochrane.
Mohawk turns prairie grain into ethanol, a natural gasoline additive that can reduce emissions by up to 15%. Ethanol also acts as a natural gas line antifreeze, which comes in handy for those cold winter mornings. Mohawk, Mother Nature's gas station. Every fill-up at Mohawk is something you can get revved up about. Because ethanol blended Premium Plus and Regular Plus gasolines are naturally high in octane, and that can mean improved engine performance for your car. Mohawk, Mother Nature's gas station.
Hey, Graham, do you want to try this?
Good loud crowd, the Jack Simpson Gym at the University of Calgary for the 10th annual Husky Dino Cup. Alika Williams, he's from Hawaii. He's coming in as a sub for the Gachos. Gacho, man. Dinos are leading in game 3, 10-6. We should mention that we're going to go to rally points in the 4th game.
Yeah, in order to try and fit a match in a 2-hour time slot, it just won't happen unless we go rally point 4th and 5th. So the 4th and 5th games tonight will be rally point. Normally just the 5th would be played in a rally point format.
And the reason being, we want to be off the air for 9 o'clock because we have a lot of people who want to watch the premiere of Dark Skies on Calgary 7. Supposedly a great show. Premieres tonight at 9 o'clock in Calgary 7, so we will get off for all you people to watch that show. And we'll have the highlights and all the action later tonight.
Dinos with a big point there. Jeremy Herbert again playing games with the attackers in his blocking style. Jumped in again, got the first block, and the second ball, the Gaucho player hit the net.
Adrian Roots serving for the Dinosaurs. There's Can, but he couldn't. There's Donnie Harris. Oh, yes. Oh, great play by Herbert. It was, there's your best rally of the match so far by both teams. Great defense, and the Dinos come through.
And even at the end of that play, really nice pursuit by UCSB's Alika Williams. He chased that ball all the way off the court into the crowd and almost brought it back. Both teams are fighting really hard at this point.
Players wearing the emotions. There's Jeremy Herbert, the hero of that play for the Dinosaurs. Don't go away. Great volleyball action to continue after this.
Moving fast, cruising slow. When you're on the road, there's just one place to go. Husky like a real good friend. People you count on time and again. No matter where the road may wind, we'll be there waiting down the line, giving you that peace of mind. Husky, here in Canada, it's Husky.
Invasion Unit Alpha reporting. Attack on first Earthling about to commence. Holy flapgorst, the counterattack! Death to Earth! Ouch! Nougat caramel milk chocolate Earthlings recharge on Mars! Cancel the invasion.
Let the game continue. Adrian Woots, number 14 for the University of Calgary Dinosaurs, serving. Dinosaurs leading 12-6 in game 3. We've got a good one going tonight.
Oh, nice dig by Graham Gent. Just out of bounds.
Too bad. Side out for Santa Barbara. First time Santa Barbara's made the trip to the Husky Dino Cup. Stanford's been here, UCLA's been here, UofC's been here, but first time for Santa Barbara. Oh, wow. There's Donnie Harris. They're calling for him.
Oh,
no. Miscommunication there by Steve Cann and Graham Gent. What happened?
Well, they had a miscommunication on the other side as well. Donnie Harris got a set that he couldn't hit and was forced to just give the Dinos a free ball. But the two defensive players, Cann and Gent, needed to talk to each other to decide who was going to pass that ball.
Trey serving for the Gachos.
Steve Cann with the kill off the block. He sure has come to play tonight. He's been just steady. Outstanding.
Side out, Dinosaurs. They lead 12-7 in game 3. Crowds on the edge of their seats watching this one. Good crowd at Jack Simpson Gym. Oh, bad timing for a bad serve by Herbert. Too bad. Side out, Santa Barbara.
Yeah, the Dinos are getting the momentum back here. They really need to keep the pressure on UCSB.
They had trouble putting it away in game 1. They're having trouble putting it away now. Williams goes down for that. Nice dig by Williams.
Defense, yeah.
Herbert goes down for it, but he couldn't get it. Donnie Harris coming through big time for the Gauchos.
Sorry, Grant, that was a nice play from UCSB. The really good defense, and then their money man, Donnie Harris, to put the kill away.
Good block the net by Andriotti and Wes Montgomery. Oh, yes, they're still alive. Andriotti was at the net. He made the save.
Real nice
to come through.
Yeah, real nice recovery from UFC. They're really hustling. They just need to get their offense clicking here so that they don't get put in that situation where they're scrambling so much. Graham Gent is just playing some amazing defense back there. There he is
right
again.
there. Donnie Harris went after, but Gent got the dig, but it lands out of bounds, unfortunately for Gent and the Dinos. There's a timeout. Dinosaurs are ahead in game 3, 12-10. There's Greg Ryan, the coach.
I want you right back here. Because that one ball hit at you, you would have dug two. Because you're just a little bit shallow. Chair. You don't want to go out to the pylons. Okay. You got to make the pylons move, right? It's got to be something that makes them move.
Who's my left front here? Who's left? You are? Okay, who's left? Who's going left front? Huh? Okay, you're committing on 15 here. We're going to serve short. No, I want you committing. And then middle, you're waiting for the X or going out to 2. Okay, think of something else maybe they might be doing here. I'm not sure. Maybe they move 6 over or whatever. So maybe they'll come out in a different rotation. All right? So we're going to serve them. 1, 2,
We heard Greg Ryan say, make the pylons move.
Well, he wasn't exactly flattering the UCSB Gauchos with that comment. Basically what he was saying was you got the real big blockers on the outsides of the court. You can't just set the ball out to them. You have to make them move in, move their feet and chase you across the length of the net.
Interesting difference between U.S. college volleyball and Canadian college basketball. We play more like the Oilers. They're more of a power hitting team, right? We're more finesse, move the ball around, control the game.
I just think it's the nature of these two teams. It's not necessarily Canada-U.S. difference. UCSB just has some big, powerful hitters, strong boys that hit the ball hard. We've got some guys that can really play the game, as do they. It's just a difference in styles between these two teams.
Well, there you saw the power hitter, Donnie Harris, but you saw Herbert and Ken at the net for the Dinosaurs.
Wes Montgomery there got outside and threw down that ball. That was really nice to see. Wes hasn't made a block like that yet in the match. To have him do that is really going to boost his confidence.
Just under 2,500 fans watching this game tonight, live at Jack Simpson Gym, the Husky Dino Cup. And the Gauchos come through there and get the point.
Number 19, Rob Trahey out of the back row that time. A good side out for UCSB.
It's 13-10. This game's going on a long time. Dinos can't put it away. But Steve Cann puts it away there.
There's exactly what Coach Ryan had talked about.
He made the pylon move.
Making the pylon move. I hate to call a player of Donnie Harris's quality a pylon. He's certainly not. But that set made him move his feet, and he couldn't reach far enough to come up with the block.
Wes Montgomery serving for the Dinosaurs. 13-10, game 3 for UofC.
And Donnie Harris showing why he's not a pylon there, slamming that ball down.
Side out, Santa Barbara. Well, you know, pylon, I guess, you know, has a bad connotation, but it means he's slower a foot than some other guys. So if you're trying to change up your offense, go to the guy who's a little bit slower. It makes sense.
As long as you make him move. Nice dig there by Renfrey. Oh, nice.
Nice touch by Steve Cann. Beautiful touch. We've seen him with the kills and a beautiful touch right there.
Great change of pace. That time he had a tight set and he had number 9, Donnie Harris, all over him waiting for a stuff block and just rolled it over the top.
Steve Cann, Dino Cup All-Star 1993 and last year, 1995. He is a good player. hopes to make Canada's national volleyball team next season. He's going to try out. Graham Gent with the kill for the Dinos.
Beautiful. Look at that smile on his face. He's having a great time tonight and playing superbly.
Steve Can serving for the game. Dinos leading 14-10. It would be nice for Dinos to put it away here.
Absolutely. They need to grab this as quick as they can before UCSB grabs that momentum back again.
You're not going to get it that way. Bad time for the net ball. You saw it and you heard it. Side out, Santa Barbara. Donnie Harris, 6'7", fifth-year veteran of this team, is serving. And Bob Hefty goes in on the substitution for Santa Barbara. He, too, is 6'7", like this man here. Look at him. He's focused. He's from La Canada, California. Gent.
Oh. We're going to have some controversy here.
Mitch McCoy. No, that was Alaka Williams, the kid from Hawaii.
Calgary blockers were scrambling. Jeremy Herbert had fallen down outside the court. As they came running back in the court, Alaka found himself with no block. Hit the ball at the baseline. The lines person called it out.
And
head
Steve
official.
Steve Can has gone over to the
back line. His line is the sideline. However, my call, if I'm going to overrule, that ball was definitely in. And that's why I'm going to call.
Why did he call her if he knew?
Because I wanted to talk to her. Okay. I need to talk to her. Anyhow, the ball is in. Okay. Okay.
The lines person called it out.
Not just her.
And Scott McLean, from his vantage point, said, no way, that ball was clearly in, and made his call.
And Greg Ryan wanted what? And he said there's 5 of them.
He wanted the linesman. He wanted the linesman's call to stand.
For the Dinos rebound from adversity, Adrian Woods goes up for the kill.
Yeah, that's exactly what the players have to do. Let your coach do the complaining. Let them get on the officials and hopefully get you a call back later. But you have to stay focused and worry about nothing but playing the game.
Side out Dinos, Gent serving. Dinos lead 14-11. And Herbert by Herbert. Dinos win game 3, 15-11. They come through from adversity. We're going to game 4 with rally points. Don't go away. We've got ourselves a match.
What kinds of snacks do you crave?
I like salty. Sweet.
Try Crunch 'n Munch, popcorn, peanuts, and rich buttery toffee.
It's sweet and salty.
You said you're a flight attendant? You think you could pass this out to your passengers?
But I'd probably eat more of it than the passengers would get.
Crunch 'n Munch. It's perfect whatever you're craving.
So, once again, ingenious mother pulls brilliant meal out of hat to save starving family, who go wild with gratitude and appreciation, who promise to clean their rooms if only they can have this every night. Okay, so maybe I'm stretching it. At least we share the same impeccable taste. Besides, how much praise can one person take? I'm still blushing. Really?
Lipton pasta and sauce. You know who it's really for.
Are they ever gonna come up for air?
Hey, plumber boy, mustache man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
Pack up your stuff. I got a little surprise for you here. Check it out. What do you think about that? We got real-time, 3D, lush organic environments. How's that make you feel, buddy? Feel a little like your days are numbered?
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
You're hurting my elbow.
Is that Italian?
No, Bandicoot. It's an Australian name.
The best will survive the road games. Defend at home. Even overcome sudden death. But until the Super Bowl in New Orleans, it's all just practice. Make sure you're ready to play. The Brewers of Budweiser could be sending up to 200 Canadians to the Super Bowl in New Orleans. Get your contest card in cases of Bud, or call this 1-800 number for no purchase entry. Prepare yourself for the biggest game of the year.
Do lawyers ever eat snacks?
We can't answer that question.
What kinds of snacks do you crave?
It's a salty thing with me.
If we're losing, I want sweet.
Try Crunch 'n Munch, popcorn, peanuts, and rich buttery toffee.
I would definitely eat this in court.
Crunch 'n Munch. It's perfect whatever you're craving.
And here we see the game 3 stats. Even across the blocks, fairly even on defense, but the UFC won the kill game that match, 17 kills to 10.
Dinos leading 2-1. Game 4 is coming up. We're back at Jack Simpson Gym in just 1 minute, so stay with us.
When Cochrane Dodge decided to make a TV commercial, they said, let's ask the expert why she thinks we're best. That's me. Because every time Dad test drives a car, him and me get a free ice cream at McKay's. Dad's driven Jeeps, Intrepids, Neons, vans, pickups. He's crazy about cars.
Cochrane Dodge is just 15 minutes west of Calgary. Put us on your list for a new or used car. Treat the family to McKay's on us.
Sure hope Chrysler keeps making cars and they keep selling them in Cochrane.
More choices than ever with the For Kids' Sake Provincial Dream Home Lottery. You could win a dream home in Edmonton, Calgary, or anywhere in Alberta, or $325,000 cash. You decide. The choice is yours. This is your last chance. The grand prize draw is almost here. Tickets are only $25 or $20 each if you buy 3 or more. Call now, buy a ticket, and help a child. The For Kids' Sake Provincial Dream Home Lottery. Enter today. Good luck.
Almost 2,500 fans at Jack Simpson Gym to watch the finals of the 10th annual Husky Dino Cup. I'm Grant Pollock along with Kevin Boyles. Used to play for the Dinos and played for Canada's national volleyball team in the '92 Olympics in Barcelona. Mike Toltz combing the sidelines, getting comments from the coaches. We're going to game 4 and we're going to rally points, Kevin.
Well, essentially what rally point means is that every ball that gets put in play counts as a point. It doesn't matter if you're serving or receiving. Every time that ball hits the floor, one of the teams scores a point.
So this is going to be fast and furious. So far, the games have gone about 30 to 40 minutes. This one could be as quick as 15 minutes.
Yeah, anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes. I'd be surprised if it went over 15.
Jeremy Herbert serving for the Dinosaurs. In game 4, Harris, the kill. Good start for Santa Barbara. They lead, or they get the side out. No, it's a rally point.
Exactly.
You explained it and I wasn't listening. It's 1-0 for Santa Barbara.
And we got the perfect example right off the bat. Every ball's a point.
Harris serving.
And that's a point to the Dinos.
Exactly, that's what's interesting. A missed serves is a point.
Now, it really puts pressure on the players. They have to be clutch here. Every ball they put into play counts. So if they put it in the net, they're really hurting their team.
Dinosaurs won the Dino Cup 5 years ago. Since then, it's been all U.S. schools. USC the last 2 years. Oh. Good block, the net by Rob Trahey.
And that was a tough line call. Again, I'm sitting on this line. From where I'm sitting, that ball was out. Tough call.
Yep. Goes to the Gauchos, 2-1. 3-1. Good block of the net by Hefty and Trahey.
The other
Jason
side
Crone.
of rally point is that you can't afford to let a team run away from you. Anything more than a 2 or 3 point lead is really tough to overcome.
Because the points come fast and furious.
They sure do.
Dinos get a point there. McCoy and Hefty go down for the ball but couldn't get it. It's 3-2. Scott McLean, the referee. One of the best referees in all of Canada when it comes to volleyball. West Montgomery serving. Renfrey the setup. It's long. Was it tipped? I don't think it was. It's long.
No call from any of the linesmen.
Donnie Harris, if that was asking for a tip.
I think he just would have liked it to have been touched.
Yeah. Okay. He was touching his palm at the linesman.
Sometimes you ask for one even when it's not there, hoping that you might be able to convince them. Nobody was buying the story that time. Nice dig by West Montgomery.
There's Can. McCoy. Jason Crone. Good dig by Montgomery. They're not going to get this one, though. Nice try by the Dinos as Herbert sends the ball even deeper. It's 4-3 Santa Barbara.
Very good sign here, though, is that the Dino players are not giving up on any of these balls. They're hustling after everyone, chasing them down no matter how far they are out of the court.
Dinos win. Sorry, Kevin.
Eventually, that kind of work will pay off.
Dinos win this game. They win the match. Santa Barbara wins. We're going to a 5th game. Again, with rally points. It's all tied up now at 4. Steve Can going back to serve. The 5th-year Dinosaur hasn't won this tournament. He desperately wants to in his final kick of the cap.
Yeah.
That's in.
Dino's got a bit of a free one there. Number 10, Mitch McCoy, couldn't handle the service, passed it over the net, and Woots was there to bang it down.
Steve Can serving again with the Dinos up 5-4. Dinos have won the Husky Dino Cup 3 times before this season. Renfrey the setup. Trahey. Herbert with the setup. There's Can.
Nice change of pace. Nice change of pace by Can. Oh, Donnie Harris in a position where all he really could do was give the UFC players a free ball. He chucked that one way out of bounds.
Trahey goes up to his teammate Donnie Harris. Says, "That's okay, pal. That's okay. Keep cool." 6-4. Dinos. Game 4. Dinos win this game. They win the Husky Dino Cup.
Oh, big error there.
Hefty goes up, but he hits the net.
Yeah, I think that set was low coming from Adam Renfrey. He was patting himself in the chest there saying, my fault, my fault. He didn't get that ball high enough for Hefty to have a chance to put it away.
Kevin, you said if you go up by too many points in a rally point situation, it's hard to come back. Dinos up by 3. They're in a good position.
And now up by 4.
Graham Gent goes through the block. Big Bob Hefty, 6'7". Watch this. There's Hefty and Renfrey, and the ball gets through. Okay, it's 8-4. The Dinos leading in game 4. We'll take a break. This is going down the wire. This is exciting. We're back after this.
Moving fast, cruising slow. When you're on the road, there's just one place to go. Husky, like a real good friend. People you count on time and again. No matter where the road may wind, we'll be there waiting down the line, giving you that peace of mind. Husky, here in Canada, it's Husky.
It's the 1997 Neon Drive-Away. Right now, lease a 97 Neon for just $315 a month, including freight and taxes, with 0 down. Best of all, there's nothing more to pay. Just walk in, and for $315 a month, you can drive out in a brand new Neon with a 2-liter, 132-horsepower engine, dual airbags, air conditioning, automatic, and AM/FM stereo. Driving a Neon has never been easier. See your local Alberta Chrysler dealers today.
Over very soon. If the Dinos have their way and their success, it will be. They're leading 8-4 in game 4. We're down to rally point. Steve Can serving for the Dinos, but Donnie Harris, the 4th-year vet for the Gauchos, comes through, and now it's 8-5.
Donnie Harris got his composure back there. Said, "Give me the ball, I'll put it away," and did so.
These teams are playing a lot of volleyball in the last 3 days. It started Thursday. This is their 4th game in 3 days. 4th match in 3 days. Can. Nice dig by Renfrey. Crone. Oh,
nice
yes,
by Can. These teams are playing some great defense.
Oh, yes, Donnie Harris goes up, but it's Graham Gent and Adrian Woots on the block.
What a great combination. They were all over that ball. Saw it coming. Here's the two going up strong, and Gent turning that ball back into the court. A big, big point.
9-5, Dinosaurs leading. Graham Gent has the ball. He'll be serving for the Dinosaurs. Kind of tough to defend that. But nice big kill by Bob Hefty.
Now that was a powerful shot.
It sure was.
You know, like he has been all night. Graham was in the right spot. Graham Gent was right there. Got a hand on that ball, just couldn't bring it up. It was hit too hard.
Renfrey on the setup. McCoy comes through.
There's a big point for the Gauchos. They really needed that one. That brings them back within 2.
We are going to join Dark Skies at the top of the hour. If this game continues, you will see the rest of this match on Sports 11:30 tonight.
Big shot by Steve Can.
And the Dinos are up by 3, 10-7. Steve Can looking for his first Husky Dino Cup in this his graduating year at University of Calgary. He's going for the national team or trying out this summer, he hopes, next summer.
A nice serve by Adrian Woots. Oh,
and a nice block. Is that Wes Montgomery?
Big block from the rookie, Wes Montgomery.
You know what's better about the Dinosaur team that I see this year compared to last year? Rookies like Montgomery and Ellingson. Ellingson's not playing much right now, but the rookies, you've got better freshman players.
Yeah, we've got a deep, deep bench here at the UFC this year, and it's made a big difference. The players are pushing each other hard in practice, and they're coming off the bench and performing.
He's no freshman, but Steve Can's a veteran. Steve Can wants to win, and there you saw a winner by Steve Can. 12-7, there's a timeout. The Dinos are just a few points away from winning their first Dino Cup in 5 years. We're back after this.
You say nobody's ever discovered your secret fishing hole?
Never will.
Well, somebody's awful curious.
Ford's 4x4x5 event.
Who are those guys?
Ranger 4x4.
That'll go anywhere.
Not to my fishing hole.
I can't do that. Can you do that? How come they can do that?
New F-150's one of them.
Tough as they come.
Tough. He ain't coming fishing.
Who are those guys?
Hey, Alberta, let's do winter. Let's do what we do best, and that's better than the rest. Do the glide, or do the slide. Make tracks, pick up the slack, do a huge run, or just do the easy thing. Whatever, do winter in Alberta. It's worth a special trip.
Do winter in Alberta. It's worth a special trip.
Hold on a sec, honey. Sparky wants to say hello.
Don't put the dog on the phone. I don't want to talk to the dog. This is long distance.
Come on, Sparky. Say hi to Daddy.
Okay, that's enough now. Get the dog off the phone. I'm calling long distance here. This is expensive.
With London Telecom's flat rate long distance, you never have to worry about expensive per minute charges. You get 40 hours of calling per month for just one low monthly flat rate. So no matter who you're talking to, relax and keep talking. Flat rate long distance from London Telecom. It's your best call. How are you?
Why not tell them what a fishing hole is?
You wouldn't understand. Looky there. The biggest news on 4x4 wheels. The all-new 97 Expedition.
Who are those guys?
Aerotrack. 4-wheel control.
Who are those guys?
Of course, Explorer XLS. $399 monthly lease.
All this for fish?
Did you see the forge out there?
Nah, no.
Good. For a minute there, I thought we were in trouble.
The Dinos have been runners-up at the Dino Cup 6 times. They're trying to avoid a 7th time. It looks good for them so far. They trail in game 4. They lead in game 4, 12-8. We're in rally points. Dinos leading 2 games to 1 in a best-of-5 affair.
Calgary boys just have to stay steady here. If they can side out 3 times, this match is over. They don't even have to score any more real points.
Bob Hefty back in for Santa Barbara.
And there's one.
13-8. The rookie, Wes Montgomery, coming through there as he has late in this game.
Boy, Wes has just been clutch in such a pressure-filled match. I'm sure he's never played in front of this many people before. He's done a great job.
13-8. 13-9, as I just say that. Every play, you get a point. The crowd is on the edge of their seats. Rally points are fun.
As long as you're not a player or a coach, then you sweat a whole lot.
Yeah, exactly. From our vantage point, Donnie Harris will be serving. Substitution for Santa Barbara, Andy Tompkinson going in.
What Coach Preston has done here, he's put in a big middle blocker for his setter, hoping to get a block. If the Dinos side out, he'll sub right back out again.
14-9 for the Dinosaurs. We have to go pretty soon. However, the Dinosaurs are a point away from wrapping up the Husky Dino Cup. We are hoping that we can stay and get the victory right here. If not, you'll watch the finale on Sports at 11:30 tonight. At any rate, we'll have it for you.
Here it is.
The Dinos do it. The Dinos win 15-9. Dinos win 3 games to 1.
Graham Gent there puts away the final ball. Great performance from the UFC tonight.
The Husky Dino Cup goes to Dinosaurs. They win it. Congratulations, UofC.
The 10th annual Husky Dino Cup has been brought to you by Husky, the proud supporters of amateur sport, by the UFC Volleyball Club, by Mobile One Oil, by Cochran Dodge Chrysler Jeep, and by Husky, the home of the quality products. Calgary Dinosaurs are the champions of the 10th annual Husky Dino Cup. On behalf of Grant Pollock, Kevin Boyles, and our entire broadcast crew, this is Mike Toast saying so long.
The Simpsons are moving out of town.
It's not fair.
On the season premiere.
Well, there you go.
Sunday at 6:30, The Simpsons on Calgary 7.
Yo, listen up.
We will not live in a two-dimensional world.
We won't go in one direction or seek what we can say.
We will walk